Baby, what's in there wine? I feel sexy as fuck. I see why y'all like wine.
I will pray for you, but if you get on my nerve, I will cuss you smooth out. My mouth ain't under control yet, and I can throw these hands. And let me tell you something, if I get my hands on you, I promise you, you gonna know you've been in a fight. But I'm trying not to go there because I'm in transition.
Baby, I wouldn't give a damn because we would have been in a fight that night had I been Shanice and my mama was propped all up on my baby daddy. I'm trying not to go there, but I'm in transition. But when I get my hands on you, you know we've been in a fight.
I will pray for you, but if you get on my nerve, I will cuss you smooth out. My mouth ain't under control yet, and I can throw these hands. And let me tell you something, if I get my hands on you, I promise you, you gonna know you've been in a fight. But I'm trying not to go there because I'm in transition.
Because I wouldn't have gave a damn. Baby, you got your titties pointed towards my baby daddy. Your arm is propped up like y'all been dating for a while. Baby, body language was screaming everything. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Listen. Listen. We would have dropped it low that day. Excellent name for the podcast. We would have dropped it low that day because that was some bullshit, Evelyn Lozada. Even if you're not sleeping with that man, the chemistry was undeniable. There is a sexual chemistry there, an intimate chemistry there that is so undeniable. It's undeniable. You cannot deny it one way or the other. I'm sorry. I'm a woman. I know what time it is. And Shanice is not married. Shanice is not married. Evelyn has never been married. Girl, you sitting on that couch competing with your daughter's baby daddy. And watch this. I'm finna pull it up. Hold on. We gonna get to the bottom of. We finna come out hot. Give me 1 second. Just look at the body language. I'm sorry, this is inappropriate. I don't give a damn what kind of relationship you got with your mama. Hold on. Some of y'all said, well, I'm close to my mama like that. If your mama at her big age props herself up, let's look at it. We finna get into the body language of it all. But listen, for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome to the palace. Some of y'all are real new here. I'm Queen Sheba. I cover a variety of hot topics specific to reality television. But most importantly, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience. We're about to get into it. We're going to talk about Corey Holcom with his bitch ass because he seems to have a hard on for women. See, I don't mind when the men go toe to toe. That don't bother me because Anton Daniels asked you to step outside. Anton Daniels asked you to close them doors.
There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the door.
Anton Daniels asked you to step outside and you wouldn't. You wouldn't step outside with a man, but we learned that you did step outside with a woman and gave her a swift right to the jaw. You did step outside with a 17-year-old girl who's Anton's daughter. And listen, I ain't got no investment in either one of these men, right? But right is right, wrong is wrong. So when a man asks you to step outside, you step your bitch ass outside. But when it comes to a woman, you stepped outside and swung on her. You swung on her. You to my queen, why are you like this? I don't know. You stepped your big black ass outside and swung on a woman, and then you stepped outside when it came to a teenager. And here's the problem. I'm gonna get into it. Because Corey Holcom, you some kind of wonderful. See, the hood should have been and sat you down. You should have been canceled. You should have got your ass toe up from the flow up. That day you stepped outside. See, this is why it's important for men to be men. Her husband, the comedian's husband, you punched that lady in her face, but her husband didn't have enough weight on him to really scrabble with you like he could have, but his heart was in the right place. His heart was in the right place because automatic 1-2, he was on it. He was on it. Like a chihuahua.
What the dog doing?
He was on it like a chihuahua, but he didn't have the weight to match your weight, but his spirit was there. And had he had the weight to get with you, he would have whooped your ass. But here's the problem. See, when you sit down and play video games all day, this is what I'm talking about, the aesthetics of men and how over the time, and then you're starting to see black men are slowly declining physically. Y'all not built for warfare anymore. And that's why her husband couldn't get with Corey. I didn't know Corey was 57, almost 6. So he's a boomer. He's a boomer. So when you got a boomer that come from plowing the fields and lifting hay and throwing it over his left shoulder, these millennials, they eat hot Cheetos and honey buns. So they ain't got that body weight. Her husband didn't have that capacity to get with you, but he had the heart. We're going to get into all of that. Then we're going to get into Clarissa. Papoose wants out. Papoose wants out. And I think he's going to go ahead and let you finish the fight. When is the fight? April? He's going to go ahead and let you finish the fight. When is it? February? Well, Papoose wants to go home. Corey is X. Look up Gen X. Well, he 57? X is 57? I thought that was a boomer. I thought that was boom. I got your boyfriend. I got your man. I got him. Boomer, I got you. I thought he was a boomer. Okay, I was loud and wrong. Okay. Well, anywho, he a boomer to me. Y'all talking about he's DL. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, we back. So that's the rundown. We're going to start off with Evelyn in the game. We're going to work our way to Corey real quick, and we're going to wrap up with Clarissa, please. Okay? Clarissa, please. Now, I want to talk about this interview really quickly with Evelyn Lozada. For me, what this interview did for me, this interview solidified that, Evelyn, you are exactly who we thought you were. You are exactly who we thought you were. And I'm going to leave it like that. I think Evelyn Lozada is married to the game and not the one on the photo. I think she's married to the game. I think she's a bopper. Bopper is a nice word for thought. She's married to the game. And you remember she patted her pussy and she said, yo, man, will fuck it all night long. Somebody send me that clip. Who was you really talking to? Who was you really talking to? Because you out of order. The way you was all up on your daughter's baby daddy. If I didn't know any better, look at this. I'm going to play the video. Look at this photo. Looking at this photo, and I'm going to be nice. Shanice looks like the guest. Evelyn looks like the main chick because she's leaned in. And let me tell you something. The way Evelyn is seated is the way I be seated on my husband at home when we watching TV. And if you can see the game's body language, he's leaned towards Evelyn. We can stop there. He's leaned away from Shanice and leaning into Evelyn. Evelyn's body is 100% committed to him. Her face is towards the camera, but her body is committed to him. Shanice's body, on the other hand, is facing the front of the towards the camera, but Shanice's leg is crossed and pointed towards him. A little bit of commitment. Still confused about what the hell is going on with him, right? When we think about body language, half in, half out, not really sure. But the game and Evelyn are all 1000% committed to each other psychologically. 1000%. Now, let me explain something about her pose and the reason why it's wrong. Because if you look at the way her arm is propped up behind the couch, that's how typically you sit with your man. Now, most women would be able to explain to you when we're propped like that and seated with him like that, our titties typically are touching your shoulders or your arm. Am I wrong, ladies? It's not a full-on embrace, but now the titties is touching the arm and the shoulder. That's still you love your husband, you're sitting on the couch, your baby daddy, and y'all ain't, y'all just chilling. Y'all just chilling. But everybody know that's your man. When the kids come in the house, you sitting there. Mama, what y'all doing? Watching TV? All right, mama. All right, now go take your bath. That's what it's giving. Okay, I thank you, Somali. That's what it's giving. Evelyn, if you have not been with this man, y'all have talked about it. If you haven't been with him, y'all have talked about it. You say you talk to him all the time. And when I say y'all have talked about it, I wouldn't put it past him to say, damn, Ev, I messed up. This wasn't what it's supposed to be. And I ain't gonna lie, I know we could never. But you already know how I feel about you. That's what I mean. You can't tell me y'all haven't had those kind of conversations with you propped up like this with your titties all up on them. And she's comfortable. Her legs are crossed. Y'all, that's how you cross up against your man on movie night. Before you start to Netflix and chill. That's when the champagne is chilling. We can crop Shanice out. This is a full-blown couple. If you crop Shanice out, Shanice looks like a new hire at work. This is completely inappropriate. Period. You're not supposed to be even that close of friends with your daughter's baby daddy, especially one that tells her on camera that he ran game on her and just wanted to try her and see what she was like sexually. We're going to get into it. Give me 1 second. Hold on. We're going to get into it. I think Evelyn likes the attention. I think Evelyn is married to the game. And when I talk about the game, I'm talking about the thought game. I think it's in her blood. I think it comes so natural, she don't even know she's being inappropriate with her daughter. I don't think Evelyn raised Shanice at all. So we're going to get into all of that. I think Jennifer was right when she said you left her at home to raise herself while you were running the streets. That's why Shanice didn't even know about his record. That's why Shanice didn't even know that her baby daddy was a felon. But listen, this is what it was really given.
Cece needs a mother bodyguard. Oh no, y'all gonna catch a fade. I'm not gonna stop no one now. Because you want to.
So this is the Basketball Wives, and I can't play it all the way through. Because, they don't like you playing all of their stuff. This is what Ocho Cinco wanted me.
Don't even. Just like your baby's daddies, all canceled. Ugly. Ooh. Ugly. But
watch this. This woman in this clip is the woman that was propped up on that couch. Let's go.
Not a man, bitch. Ugly. Hey, Ocho Cinco wanted me. Ocho Cinco wanted me. Or something because I married him. I lived with him. Is that what?
So Evelyn equates love and commitment to fucking a man. We got to let it run. That's why she said, because I married him, but you was only married for 30 days. So when you say Queen Sheba, I got to keep it on mute because they will strike me. This one right here, Oops, wrong one. This photo right here. Hold on. Let me get it. This Evelyn in this photo leaned all up on that man like that's her man. That's sick. Watch this. Is this one? This is the version of Evelyn.
Bodyguard. Oh no, y'all gonna catch a fade. I'm not gonna stop no one now.
Watch this. It's coming. And when it comes, I'm gonna put the sound on.
No, I'm not below you.
Not with OG. Don't even.
Just like your baby's daddies, all canceled. Ugly. Ooh. Ugly. But I got a man, bitch. Ugly. Hey, Ocho Cinco wanted me. Ocho Cinco wanted me.
Now, this is the part where Evelyn was like, what?
OG, are you obsessed with Chad or something? Because I married him. I lived with him. Is that what you want? Because you can have it. I'm good.
I got kids. I got family. I got a...
Now, at this point, she about to cry. I got kids. I got family, because she couldn't believe that Ocho Cinco would want a darkie. She's shocked. She can't believe that Ocho Cinco would want a darkie. So her voice starts to quiver.
I got a mother... Oh, your will get all mother day.
Oh, yeah. That's the one that's on that couch, baby. And that's the Evelyn. Hey, hallelujah. That's the Evelyn. That's on this couch.
There's videos and clips of, Evelyn and Shanice dropped the low podcast episode with The Game, which is Shanice, Evelyn's daughter's baby daddy. I've only seen clips. Before I even get into the clips that I saw, this picture ain't sitting right with me. Because in all actuality, you know what I'm saying, if I didn't tell you who his baby mama was, who would you have thought it was based off the picture? You would have thought Evelyn was his baby mama. It's them two kind of leaning in. Shanice was the fucking stepdaughter, like somebody said in one of them comments on the videos. I think God, me, and my mama don't have the same type. I can't say the same for Shanice, bitch, because... But besides that, from the clips I saw, first of all, Shanice, you had this stupid look on your face when you found out your baby daddy was a felon. I'm sorry. How did you not know that? The world knew it. His mama knew it, like he said, and his churn knew it. But you didn't know? What type of conversations was y'all fucking having before the baby? I mean, what did y'all actually talk about? Did you try to get to know this man? Girl, what the fuck? She like, you a felon for real? He like, yeah. Girl, I said, what the fuck? Like, in her mind, it's like she started thinking about, who the fuck do I have a baby with? Yeah, bitch, because we trying to figure out why the fuck did you have to be with him? We not understanding. What really took me out with The Game in this fucking episode, besides his fucking foot in the direction of Evelyn, his fucking head in the direction of Evelyn, is the fact that he had
I honed in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience. Did not call that body language. Y'all, that's 100% commitment. Fuck what people say to you when you got a funny feeling and a sneaky suspicion. Look at their body language. This is undeniable. Evelyn is the grandmother of The Game and her daughter's child. But if you look at this picture, you would think that's his woman, and Shanice is a new hire.
He had the audacity to say, anytime, a man see a baddie, we thinking we should get them pregnant. Girl, I heard that. I was like, what? Stop sign. What stop sign? I'd have had to just sit in grief and disbelief at the fact that I got trapped. When they addressed the rumors that Shanice tried to trap him, he said, first of all, if somebody try to trap me, they're going to be in a trap. Oh, girl. Again, I'd have been in just disbelief that this is my baby daddy. There's videos and clips.
So that's it. We finna get right into it. I'm not finna waste no time. We're about to review. I had to stop the damn... I like to get, do my research. Y'all like, please look at this interview. I thought, child, ain't nothing in this interview that I want to see. There ain't nothing in this interview that I want to see. I got to this interview. Y'all, I got to the 12-minute mark and I said, I got to stop. I have so many thoughts about Evelyn Lozada and The Game. I said, I got to stop because I have to have a reaction with those of you in real time. So we're about to start it right here. I don't know what to tell y'all. I got a lot to say. Here we go. Let's get it running.
Okay, so this just a fun fact. Drop the low. So when Shaw and I were talking about doing a podcast, I was like, all right, should we do this? Should we not? You are the first person that I reached out to, and you were like, yo, absolutely, you should do it.
Yeah.
That's fucked up right there. That's my nigga, not yours. That's my baby daddy, not yours. That's my man, not yours. Listen, y'all listen to me. I'm finna drop you game right now. Evelyn is a thought. Evelyn is a bopper. Evelyn is a hoe until the day she die. Even if she's not sleeping with her, hoes do hoe shit. That's what we say over here. Hoes do what? Hoes do hoe shit. If your homegirl and you was working on a podcast and your homegirl say the first nigga that I called was her baby daddy and you didn't call your baby daddy, you be like, hold up, bitch. Why is you on the phone with my baby daddy about something that we trying to do? Why are you picking his brain? Do you see how bad this is? But we may be given the benefit of the doubt because it's mother and daughter. Listen, the shit is out of order. Out of order. The lady said, the first person I called with him. First of all, why the fuck are you the first person on the phone with him? It should be her. That's her man. And even if it's not her man, that's her man. She said, when me and her, we're talking about doing a podcast together. I called him. So when did you call him? And I guarantee you called him when she wasn't around. But let's go.
So not only did he co-sign this platform, he also gave us the name Drop the Low. Yeah. He even approved the logo.
He approved the logo. What the fuck is he approving work for you? That's not your man. He approved the logo. He gave me the name. Let me tell you. Cabal, I see you. James, I see you. Now, y'all help me, boys. If I'm off, you tell me I'm off. You put me back in my place. Men. Am I correct when I say a man's job is to protect and to provide for his woman? Yes or no? Or for his partner? Most men want to see the person that they feel some kind of way about do well. He gave her the name and he approved the logo. Hold on. And the name he gave was called Drop the Low. Drop the Low is Lozada. Shanice's name is Shanice Hairston. Shanice is Evelyn's daughter, the one that he was, what do y'all call it? What's the word? Sleeping with. I'm older. Now you sleeping with Shanice, but the name has everything to do with Evelyn. So that Evelyn could be successful for the rest of her life. Drop the Low. No Shanice in it. No Hairston in it. Nothing. Because Shanice is the one that gave birth to your son, not Evelyn. So he automatically, subconsciously, subconsciously defaulted. Watch this.
There's videos and clips of
to this position. This position is a protector and a provider. He's leaning towards Evelyn. So when he gave her the name, that's the position he assumed. Thinking for her. This is a street dude. This is a street nigga, right? He want to see his gal do well. Drop the low. He's providing for Evelyn. Even as he's brainstorming, Shanice was nowhere to be found in that. Period.
So, and that's one thing that I've learned about you through this journey of us being a family.
Yeah.
You are so smart and you're so witty that even when you gave me the name, a couple of days later, I was like, hey, do you have any other names? And you were like, nah, that's it. You know what I mean?
So you should have went to her and said, hey, what do you think about that? Because she's your business partner, not her. That's not your fucking man. But you keep thinking of an excuse to contact him just to be in cahoots with him. Thank you, Cowbone. He says, you're right, Queen. He doing too much of anything. Call it, drop the low. Shh. Shanice was nowhere to be found in that. You said, look at his elbow. Hold on. Let's go back and look at his elbow. Girl, god dang. You sure right. That's how my husband sits. You see how a nigga lean? My husband sits like that. Okay, I'm done. I didn't even see that. And she propped up on him. Okay. They may have, I don't know if y'all have slept together. If they haven't slept together, let me say this. They've had steamy conversations about, man, and both of them are coming from let's just say they have these hypothetical calls because she's going to find a way to call him. First of all, why the fuck are you calling him? If you didn't know Shanice was sleeping with him, why all of a sudden are you calling him now? And he's so interweaved in your family that he has to provide and protect you and give you something and approve your fucking logo. Excuse me? And now he's seated in a position subconsciously as if he's your man. Yeah, Evelyn, you out of line. But let's go.
You know what I mean? Like, you just knew that that's it. So we're grateful and we thank you that you've been supportive and that you're here today and we're excited. But yeah, he gave the name for the podcast.
And I appreciate y'all taking my input. But the thing about it is,
now when he speaks to them, he speaks as in we, as if they're a plural family.
It was just like, it came to me and and when things come to me, like, really hit me, they're like cemented in my brain and I just knew it would work. And it's easy to say, you know what I'm saying? If you ask anyone that has never heard of your podcast, would you come on our podcast? And they say, yeah, what's it called? And you're like, it's called Drop the Low. The first thing they're going to think is, oh, that's dope, right? It's in everyday use context. It's not going to get old because we're in a technology.
Okay, we got that part. So he literally went to the studio in his brain. He's a rapper. When you're thinking of your next verse, this man literally went into the studio brainstorming to make sure Evelyn was set. He literally went to the studio in his brain to see how it would land in the market. That's a man that's interested in you. Period.
Technology age where, your children or your baby daddy or your significant other, you like Drop the Low, I'll pull up, so it's like Lozada, it just worked.
Right,
and I'm glad that it's,
Now he's telling you, I thought of you. Drop the Low is for Lozada, but he not sleep with you. Or is he? He's not the one you're not the one he's making love to. Or is he? Is it that when you called your child's baby daddy about what y'all are doing, you were at the forefront of his mind and not her? You would think he would want her to be okay because she has his child. Why is he setting this up that this is your podcast and not y'all's podcast? Drop the Low. That's all about you and not her. But let's continue.
Really, really going well for you.
So you are really creative with your ideas, and obviously you are in music. So did you ever hear Michael Jackson, that interview, when he's like, whenever he has an idea, he feels like it came from source itself? Do you feel that way when you come up with something?
I feel
let's skip. Here we go.
Right. So when you think about your legacy, when you think about it now, knowing all your kids are watching, how do you finish this chapter of your legacy? Not that it's finished, but how do you finish this particular segment and you go on to another one? Because
all right,
you are dropping a new album. So you're still.
So you got to pay attention to what she's asking. First of all, she's not a good interviewer. Okay. Shanice, I'm sorry. Beautiful face, but not landing. Okay. Not compelling, not strong, not authoritative, not confident. Long ass question. Let me play the question again. Did y'all hear what she asked him? Hold on.
Particular segment and you go on to another one because you are dropping a new album. Legacy. When you think about it now, knowing all your kids are watching, how do you finish?
Did you hear what she said? When you think about your legacy, knowing that all your kids are watching. See, all your kids includes the one I just had for you. Shanice is trying to assess where she fits in his life. And if she's a part of his vision by way of her, that's why she asked this particular question. When you think about your legacy, who asked that shit on podcasts with rappers these days? Nobody. But because she feel bamboozled by him and probably is trying to figure out what the hell is going on with him and my mama. Because see, we just now learning that Evelyn talks on the phone with him every day. Imagine walking in your mama's house on the kitchen, girl. Hey, mama, what you doing? On the phone with the game. You on the phone with the game when I don't even have that fucking kind of relationship with this nigga. And I kind of feel like he used me and I made me a baby mama. And you getting intimate conversations from him that I can never get. You're getting intimate conversation from him that I'm wondering why he don't want me. He didn't want to be with me and he left me with a baby, but you on the phone with the game. So this was her chance to assess the situation with this weak question. So when you think about your legacy and your children, she's trying to assess, does she fit in his future? That's why she asked that question, in my opinion.
This chapter of your legacy, not that it's finished, but how do you finish this particular segment and you go on to another one because you are dropping a new album. So you're still continuing the legacy.
Yeah. It gets real. I'm like, notably the guy that said, you're 38 and you're still rapping, I'm 26, so is the Doves. When I was 26, I guess I never thought I would be 38. So when I was taking, small little shots at like the older rappers at that point in time, I just wasn't being realistic. And then when I turned 38 on my 38th birthday, like the whole joke was, now you're 38. Like, should you still be rapping? But then after seeing the Clips drop an album, they're both older than me. And they're both very skilled rappers. They Grammy nominated right now for, probably album of the year. And Malice is like 51 or 52. And they both look like they're in their 30s and they both rap at a high caliber. So seeing guys like that, like I think Rick Ross is older than me, 2 Chainz is older than me. Obviously Nas just put out an album with DJ Premier.
Okay, he's saying everything about a legacy for them kids. But I also want you to know, the game is literally interviewing with Shanice. What does that mean? He has no feeling, no warm feeling towards her. He don't hate her. He does not hate her. Let me be very, very clear. But he don't have anything for her. He's not interested in her at all. At all. And some of you may be like, why? How? She's a beautiful girl. She's stunning. She just won. Another one that bit the dust. He's told you that was just something on a buffet that I put on my tray. I tried it and she happened to get pregnant. He has no capacity for her. He don't like her like that. He likes her as a friend. It just so happened he had a baby by a beautiful woman that he doesn't have feelings with. He just wanted to try it. Like Rent-A-Center. He doesn't love her. He's not in love with her. He doesn't have a rapport with her. They have no chemistry. He is just interviewing with the woman that had his child.
They're older than me. So being able to see your peers rap well into, their 40s and 50s was like a motivation for me to like really keep going. Not that I wouldn't if they weren't, but like, it's just dope to see that the best rappers in the world are still rappers that like, were a little bit ahead of me and are still in my class.
Right. I will say I listened to the mixtape that you dropped. I was like, let me listen to this, and let me see if he still got it. And I'm in the car. I was like, this is so good. Like it was really, really good.
Watched when Shanice asked a question. He didn't really answer it. Shanice was trying to pull him out the game and put him into fatherhood and family. He said, no, basically, I still got it. I used to make fun of niggas that was 38 until I turned 38. But when I'm looking at Rick Ross and I'm looking at, they 51, so I still got time. She was hoping that the question about legacy would make him kind of be more hands-on as a father, a little bit more doting and loving. She's trying to grow him up in real time. He refuses to. So her whole ass mama jumps in. Watch this.
Keep going. Not that I wouldn't if they weren't, but like, it's just dope to see that the best rappers in the world are still rappers that like, were a little bit ahead of me and are still in my class.
Good. Like it was really, really good.
Look at her. Hold on.
That you dropped. I was like, let me listen to this, and let me see if he still got it. And I'm in the car. I was like, this is so good. Like it was really, really good.
Your daughter is trying to pull him out from being a street nigga, and you're affirming him as a street nigga, a hoe in the game. What? Look, can I tell you something? I couldn't pay my mama to fucking listen to a mixtape or a rap tape as a grandmother. She'd be like, turn that shit off. But this one right here said, well, he's actually good. She's affirming him. You know, when they say hype your man up, you want him to feel good. You know, all of that they teach you in psychology for women. Don't tear him down. You want to make sure that he feels like a man. And, you know, if nobody believes in his dreams, you should. She's doing that type of shit. When her daughter is saying, what's your thing for your legacy? You know, you're a rapper, you're getting older. As you think about your children, what's next? Evelyn talking about he still got it. Y'all, if this ain't wrong, I don't know what is.
Isn't it? It's number one, right?
It was number one with a drop, but again, it's just a mixtape, so we didn't. There wasn't much promo behind it because the mixtape was basically the reason I called it Every Movie Needs a Trailer, because it was just like a teaser before the album. My focus is really on my album. I did.
Y'all, this some hoe shit. Hoes do hoe shit. Imagine you and your husband, you and your man, your baby daddy, whoever, you sitting at the table at dinner. You bring your home girl that really ain't got nobody. She a third wheel. Y'all start talking about his rap career, and you're saying, you know what, but I kind of want him to get out the game and start thinking about a legacy for the kids and not just my kids. You know, he has other kids outside the house. And this tramp comes in and say, well, he still got it. I listened to it. It's number one, ain't it? Girl, y'all, that's the type of time she's on.
Happy that you're here, but I have a bone. I have a big bone to pick with you.
Okay.
How did you make me a grandmother before 50?
You know,
How did that happen, Jay?
I knew.
That's inappropriate. That ain't your fucking son. You ask your daughter, how does she make you a grandparent? Evelyn is out of control. Why are you looking at a man that's your age, asking him, why'd you make me a grandma? Ask your daughter. Why are you asking him, not your peer? You ask your daughter when y'all are at home having a glass of wine. That's girl talk. Y'all, let me okay, maybe I'm off my rocker. Let me play it again.
Happy that you're here, but I have a bone. I have a big bone to pick with you.
Okay.
How did you make me a grandmother before 50?
Y'all. Okay, you know what? I just may have to turn this off. Why are you asking him that? Maybe I'm just not getting it. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Now we're going to get into. Okay, he said he's shocked. Here he goes.
You know,
How did that happen, Jay?
I knew.
It was 49.
Yeah,
It was before 50, technically.
I knew you were in the crunch. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to hit you with that so that by the time you're 60 years old, you have a whole like 5th, 6th grader. You know, I didn't want to
He and hers dialogue are about each other and nothing about Shanice.
wait, you know, any longer because, you know, who knows? You know, we're getting old.
Well, you made Welly a grandmother at like 38.
She was 38. I did make my mom was a grandmother at 38.
Oh, well, so there it is.
Because I had Shanice so young, but all I know is that I didn't know how to process the information.
It happened very quickly.
Yeah,
you know?
like.
Okay, do y'all have it? Now that's how they had a baby. It happened quickly. He slept with Shanice quickly. He slept with her quickly. 1, 2, unprotected. She got pregnant. Did you hear it? He said it happened quickly. They didn't have a relationship. He and Shanice were fooling around, and it happened very quickly. Y'all got it? That's the story. I hope it didn't go over your heads.
Like, I didn't know how to like process it, right? Like, Shaw tells me she's pregnant. Obviously, we have a great private conversation. And I had to sit with it for a little while because I'm like, I'm gonna be a grandmother. Like this is weird, you know. Like I know I'm 50.
Well, and you've never been a grandmother yet, so I know you were like, "What does that look like for me?"
What does that look like? Like what?
She wasn't happy. She said, "This is weird. How is this going to impact my life?"
Well, like first of all, what is she having? What is it going to look like? What is this going to be? How is my life going to change? I thought about Leo. He's a young uncle.
I think Evelyn was jealous. I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. I'm beating around the bush. Evelyn was jealous of her daughter. I'm about to give y'all some hardcore truth tonight. Here's the thing. I'm gonna give y'all some hardcore truth tonight that I strongly believe. I believe when Shanice came to Evelyn, and the reason why Evelyn is using words like it was weird when my grown daughter came to me to tell me that she's pregnant, and I started to think about how this is going to impact my life. I think that was her initial default position because Evelyn Lozada has been trying to get pregnant for a long time. And I think it caught Evelyn Lozada off guard because she probably have not truly given up on having a baby. And she didn't expect Shanice to have one before she had closure with the fact that she may not be able to have any more. That's why you have a situation like this where you say, well, why would it be weird for you as a mother? She's not a teen mom. She's coming to you as an adult. Aren't you proud of her? That's why, in my opinion, she's using words like it's weird, it's weird, it's weird. Because you thought you were still young enough to be able to get in there and reproduce if you found the right one.
I thought about so many things. Then when obviously she told me that you were the dad, I was like, oh shit.
Oh, we in trouble now.
We in trouble now. But
we in trouble now because you lied. And even though you tried to downplay the relationship that you had with his ex-wife, we in trouble now because you know good and damn well that's fucked up because he was married to your homegirl who used to hang out with you, who was photoed in a photo rubbing your belly at your baby shower. Oh, we in trouble now. Because Tiffany was around Shanice when Shanice was a little girl. Y'all, that's some crazy ass Color Purple type shit. Think about your 12-year-old and you got a homegirl and you in your 30s and she having a baby. Her and her husband, they end up not working out. And later on, way down the road, 20 years later, her ex-husband end up getting your daughter pregnant. Yeah, that's some Mr. type shit. That's some Color Purple beloved type shit. But let's continue. Oh, we in trouble now.
I will tell you, I've had people ask me this. They're like, well, how did you feel when you found out that he was the dad? Like, how, like, and my initial feeling was I was shocked, but then I found so much.
Shock being Shanice was fucking the game behind Evelyn's back. They had a secret rendezvous. She had no idea. Now, did you have no idea because they kept it quiet because of Tiffany? Or did you have no idea because they kept it quiet because you and him used to flirt with each other? Which one is it? Because you know they did say there's a clip where Jennifer is saying that you slept with Shaq behind Shawnee's back.
I found so much peace and I know how you love your kids and I know how you parent your kids. And I said to myself, you know what? He's a great dad. You know, he's a great dad. And so I found a lot of comfort in that. And now that we've been doing the family thing for some time, I'm like, I couldn't even see my life without Blaze.
Yeah.
So grateful that you're in our lives. Cause I feel like, you and I like, well, whenever I need advice, I'm doing something.
This lady think that's her man. I'm so grateful you're in our lives. This lady has taken on this man in her household psychologically as if he is the provider, the protector, and the professor. She has a very deeply, deeply embedded emotional relationship with her child's baby daddy.
Podcast, whatever, like, it's been good. Like it flows, We've had a few bumps in the road. Shaw's looking like,
but
I'm talking about us.
Yeah. And in all transparency, like that's how it should be. If anything that just goes through like smoothly straight with no bumps, like you can't grow from that. You can't learn anything from that. And if everything's smooth, somebody's hiding something. They're not being they're 100% of their authentic self. One of my first questions to her was, did you tell your mom? Right? I was like, did you tell your mom? And so
why would she need to tell her mom y'all fucking, excuse my language, if what Evelyn is saying, Evelyn said that you were not. She was not good friends. So that's creepy. Now it's getting real creepy for me. Like it's kind of getting real creepy for me. Did you tell your mom? First of all, that's a grown ass girl. Did you tell your mom? Because you know it's an inappropriate relationship. Now, my question is, did you tell your mom because of Tiffany, or did you tell your mom because you know me and your mama went out a couple of times?
She was like, well, I'm gonna just wait a little bit, you know? And so I guess she waited a little bit.
Look at Shanice. Shanice didn't know he was gonna say this. She is shocked. Let me tell you why. Look how Shanice is looking, because she's like, hold on, player. This ain't what we rehearsed. I didn't know he was going to drop the low like this. You know why she's looking at him and her eyes are blinking rapidly? When you want to watch this, go back to the 14-minute mark on Drop the Low podcast so you can get the full feel of it. I don't think this is a part that Shanice shared with Evelyn. So this is a mother and daughter team that are both competing for niggas and keeping secrets from each other.
And then she told you. Yeah. And I was like, did you tell your dad? And she was like, no, I'm gonna wait a little bit. But you know the thing about when she told me, I was shocked a little bit. Like literally, I was shocked. And we got into this, thing. Like I love being a dad, right? Like absolutely love being a dad. But I was shocked as shit. And I don't think it was the reaction that Sha wanted. So she cried a little bit. And
he was shocked that a woman that he was knocking off unprotected, sleeping with unprotected over and over, he was shocked at his big age that she was pregnant. Listen to me. This man is what, 50? Damn near 50? Shocked that because of his lack of dick discipline, unprotected, he's shocked. Because they didn't teach him in sex ed that not using a condom or protecting yourself, that a woman could get pregnant. So he's shocked. Exactly, Jasmine girl. Let's continue. Because he didn't want the responsibility of being with Shanice. He was there for a good time, not a long.
And it was uncomfortable for her and for me. I didn't want to make her cry. I just was like, I didn't know what to say because I hadn't had a kid in 14 years. So I was like super shocked. She had never had a kid. So of course she was super shocked. But when she found out, she kind of got to live with it a little bit. Like I didn't know as soon as she knew. So she lived with it a little bit, processed it. And then once it got to me, she had already kind of lived with it a little bit. So I was super shocked. She cried a little bit. I was really thrown out to the wayside about that because I didn't want to make her feel like I wasn't excited or I wasn't going to love.
Look how that girl is looking. She is stunned. Look at Evelyn. Her lips are perched like, nigga, you knew. Whatever. And look at Shanice, completely taken aback.
Situation because I absolutely love my children. But we got around that. And obviously he's here and he's beautiful and throwing shit across the house. And yeah, he's just a great kid. And then for her being Blaze's mom, like, oh my God, like.
Now the entire time as he's explaining such an intimate, what's supposed to be a beautiful moment and an intimate moment of finding out that the woman he's with, Cowbone says 45, 46. Watch this. Listen to me. As he's describing what's supposed to be one of the, I'm going to say, warmest, intimate moments of his life and hers. Because number one, nigga, you done aged out the game, period. Now, you done got yourself a young one. That's what y'all say y'all like, right? Beautiful, stunning, the daughter of Evelyn Lozada. This her first child. You get first right of passage to that. Those are your bragging rights. The entire time, let me roll it back. As he's telling this story, he keeps his eyes.
Shocked. She cried a little bit. I was really
He keeps his eyes and his focus on Evelyn and not Shanice. He never turns to look at her, pause, smile, acknowledge her. He is talking to Evelyn as if Shanice is not in the room.
And then for her being Blaze's mom, like, oh my God, like a gift to a child because she's so calm and her reserve is like immaculate.
Yes.
And one day he knocked over coffee, like hot ass coffee. And me, I'll be like, pow, pow. And she was just like, it's okay.
Now, why the fuck would you spank a kid for being a kid and knocking over coffee, idiot? It's called an accident. But okay.
I swear to God, it was like Cinderella came to that motherfucker with the Swiffer, and she was like, "It's okay." Okay, baby, and just swept it up. And I was like, I would have just get a little pop, little no, little something. But man, she parents with so much grace. And I'm just like,
but he never looked at her. He never affirmed her. And I hate to say it, but it's party in the chat tonight. Gonna pour a glass of wine. Shanice was just a piece of to him. Shanice was a piece of to him. That's it. That's all. He never affirmed this girl. So they're talking about parenting style. Let's go to felonies.
Because you got to understand, number one, you got to understand where it's coming from. It's coming from someone who doesn't really like themselves. And so they like you, right? They like you so much that they're obsessed with you enough to try to tear you down, which is really them tearing their own selves down from the inside. Because it was like I was telling Sha before, people, we're in the light, right? Like all of us, just, we're in the light. So you have millions of followers, you have millions of followers. I have millions of followers. A person that's hiding behind their phone, that has their own insecurities and fucked up life, can easily tell you that you don't look good, and then throw their phone on the charger and you can see it or not see it, right? It's so easy to throw a rock and hide a stone when you're not in the light. Right. But for those who are in the light, we understand that, like, I understand where it's coming from. So it's like the people that hate you are literally your biggest fans, because the people that love you, they don't have time to really zero in on every single thing.
So you in a light, huh? And let's be very clear. The game has always had a huge sexual appetite for younger girls. You remember when they had him many years ago, when they used to have those magazines called Us Magazine and da-da-da. And excuse my language, I don't know how to say it. He was, I'm going to see how I can say this appropriately. You remember India, the one that's with DDG? He had his hands down her pants. Y'all don't remember when paparazzi caught that in the park, what he was doing to her? He's always liked and had a huge desire for younger women. And I think at that time, India was 18, between 17 and 19. Yeah, but he's in the motherfucking light. Okay.
Thing you're doing, they're busy loving themselves. So it's literally only people who don't love themselves who are trying to get you, down there with them. And I've just like never been the guy to like dive down. I get down there and like step on you, like pull my underwear down and take a shit on you if I really feel like trolling. But for the most part, man, like thank you for following, because if you look at most of your hated comments, it's going to say follow back. Yeah. Which means that they follow you, they wait, they see it, and they can't wait to tell you that they're having a shitty day again. And God bless them.
Are you surprised that they weaponize the fact that you two had a baby against me on the show? Like, I had a feeling it would happen, but like, how did you feel about that? Because they called you
how the fuck did we weaponize it when he said the first thing he told her when he started sleeping with her and got her pregnant? Because it happened fast. Did you tell your mother? How in the hell are we weaponizing it? He got the damn weapon shooter.
You a felon?
Yeah. I mean, true.
Are you a felon?
I am. So I don't feel slighted by someone.
Look at this. The girl didn't know who she allowed to enter her body unprotected. On the internet, windmilling for this nigga. Didn't even know he had them charges. Didn't even know. Had no idea. Calling us haters. And the entire time, he's a felon.
FBI, open up! FBI, open up!
Ain't nobody hating on you.
Trying to like throw like my past at me. Yeah, I'm a felon. My mama know I'm a felon. My kids know I'm a felon. My fans know
she didn't know you was a felon.
I'm a felon, and that's just what it is. I don't try to duck who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying?
You did duck it. Your child's mother did not know you were a felon.
And am I in jail? Absolutely not. Made some mistakes in the past. Yes, I have. I was young, a little misguided. My father died a long time ago. Even when he was alive, I didn't really lean on him for advice the way I should have, the way my children can to me. So yeah, I made some mistakes. I'm not like one of those who's going to hide or, mask my face because I have a fear of somebody being judgmental about who I was at one point in time in my life. What I do know for a fact is anybody that's speaking my name, right, will not say that. And if they see me, because one or two things. Number one, I am a felon. And number two, I'm gonna get off in your ass in person. Like I'm gonna get off.
Why? So now y'all know if the game is around, you cannot say out loud. You cannot say when he's anywhere in your vicinity that he's a felon because he gonna get off in your ass. Last clip. Here we go.
What changed at 40?
Callie she hit an age where I start to think about walking her down the aisle one day and her being able to go through, the period stage and like go through those battle these emotions that it takes two parents to like really get a child through those times, especially when it's your daughter, like my sons, and I'm just being being honest. When Justice and Harlem were little, I didn't give a fuck. I was their dad. I wasn't apologetic about who I was. Yeah, I loved them, but like if I had to get something done in the streets, I was gonna do it. They have good mothers. I knew they was gonna be all right. My mother is like love her grandchildren, and so I'll be like, I'll go to jail for a little bit, and I wouldn't care. But that's the difference between being young.
Shanice is completely blown away. Shanice is completely blown away. And I think it hit her. And if it haven't, it should. Let me just say this. I think you have a beautiful child. But I don't think your child was made in love, out of love. The game just wanted to try you. He did. And he did. Does he love his child? Probably, as much as he knows what that is. But the validation that you're looking to give him to your child that he got that he gives to those other kids when he was married to Tiffany, I don't think you're going to get that. I don't. Does it mean he doesn't love his son? No. But I don't think he has the bond that you're looking for, because he just told you the baby who's barely 2 accidentally knocked over a cup of coffee and his first instinct was to hit him.
Young and misguided versus getting older and allowing wisdom to consume you. So now I'm not going to make the same mistakes, that I made when I was younger, because I really absolutely adore watching my children grow.
Do you wish to see all your children married with families?
Woo.
She said all. She's steady trying to get her son in there, and I don't blame her as a mother of her son. She's trying to hear him say something about he talking about all them other kids but hers.
When
boys and girls.
Yeah, I would.
Boom, boys and girls.
I would love to, but the reality is, and this is the challenge when you have kids older. When you're older, your mom can say, concur. I think my number one thought, right, about my baby son is that when Blaze is 30, I'll be 75. And I think about Harlem's 22. He'll be 30 in 8 years, and I'll only be like 53 or something like that. But when Blaze is 30, I will be 75. My dad died at 65.
Who'll be 30 in 8 years? He's talking about. Thank you. You say he has no connection with little guy. His oldest son will be 30. Thank you, N. Alex. Gotcha. In 8 years. Damn. So he's close to Shanice's age, closer than the game is.
My mom's 65 now. My mom has some heart issues. My dad died of a heart attack. Those are my parents. Genetically, I need to be on my wellness and on my shit and being happy and doing things that are going to keep me alive so I can probably live till my son is 50 years old. Because when he is 50, I'm going to be dead. Let's just call it
still be here.
I'm not, I'm just going to let everybody know that you're not going to see a 95-year-old game out here.
Right.
So I have to be.
You never know.
Oh, I know. Because right at about 80, my whiskey and my Hennessy intake is gonna go through the roof. I just want to, vibe out as an old man, and I don't want to, have no regrets. But so that's why now, like, I'm just all the way. I'm diving in that pool of parenthood because I'm still young and active. For the most part, I feel great. I feel like I could live to 90 and still be driving around and like, you know, doing my thing. But the reality of it is my mom has had, you know, has a history of a few little, you know, heartaches, and my dad died from a heart attack. So I have to be realistic with my lineage and my, just, you know, who my parents were.
All right. So that's it for them. Listen, this is my take. There's definitely something with him and Evelyn. To what extent, I'm not sure, but I can deem it inappropriate. Okay, Evelyn, you and I are about close to the same age. It's inappropriate for you to be all up on a man like that, period. I don't give a damn if she was your daughter. She could be your homegirl. It's inappropriate. Get your ass out the way. And it's just, you should have just let them do the interview. And I understand that it's both of y'all's podcasts, but if you know there's a slight conflict of interest, there could be a slight rapport, whatever, kindredship, get off the phone from with that man. That is not your fucking family. And I see the games you play because hoes do hoe shit, but we're family. I'm so happy to have him. And by default, I'm going to call him every day. I'm going to call him every day. And I know you don't have that relationship with him and you need him to validate you, but I feel validated. He's my family. Don't let somebody play in your face like that. I don't give a damn if it is your mama. It's inappropriate. You don't call somebody else's man every day, especially when you ain't got one. That's all. Now, who y'all want to go into next? Y'all want to do what's his name? Corey Holcom? Or do y'all want to do Clarissa Shields first? Let me see what the chat is saying. Y'all want to do Clarissa or Corey? We can do Corey. Let's do Corey real quick. Get his ass out the way. Oh, y'all are saying Corey. All right. They saying Corey. Here we go. So recently, Anton Daniels and Corey Holcom, y'all, they went toe to toe. They went to war. Okay. They went to war. And things almost came to blows. They had a very heated exchange. Insults were exchanged. And Corey challenged Anton. Say it again. Anton challenged Corey. Let's go outside. Let's take a look.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Let me be very clear. I want to be very, very clear. I want you to hear it from me directly. I would have beat the shit out of Corey. These niggas in real life is frauds. Nigga, who Corey done beat up? Corey would have got the shit beat out of me. I would have beat the shit out of Corey. And I'm not, listen, I'm telling you, it is what it is. I would have beat the dog. I would have dog walked that nigga. I would have beat the shit out of Corey. His hands was shaking like a stripper. The nigga was scared. The nigga ain't want to do nothing. All of that woofing online. Nigga, I'm right here in your studio right in front of you. Nigga, if you feel so disrespected, then do something. The fuck is you talking about? Nigga, that's all we do in Detroit is fades. Nigga, that's why I keep telling you. Nigga, that's all we do in the city is fades. That's all we do. My brothers, my nephews, my uncles, my homies. That's all we do is fades. That's all we do. All of this is fade life. All this right here is fade life, nigga. I don't have to talk about it on the internet. I don't have to talk about it on the internet. Now, I don't want to do that because that's the thing that we tried to get away from. That's the shit that we got away from in the hood. Give a fuck about what you talking about, nigga. I want to be on some intellectual shit. But see, these niggas be thinking that they can do that shit on the internet. They think that, oh man, you know, I could sell a wolf ticket. I could sell a wolf ticket. I don't want to fight. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get into none of that at all. Zero, zilch, nada. I don't want to do none of that. He wanted to swing so bad. No, he didn't.
Woo! And y'all say, well, wait a minute. How did we get here? This is how we got here. Watch this. Hold on. Somebody go ahead. I think I got it. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Watch this. Hold on. I got to go all the way down. Damn. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is how we got here.
Because here's the truth. Brother Anton is talking about everybody else but himself and white men. This is a fact.
I like this chat. Let me tell y'all why I like the chat.
Everything but himself and white men.
No, listen. I told you I want to come back and have a full conversation about it, or we can talk about it right now. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Study this episode.
Shout out to the
shit on Caucasian males.
Shout out to the chat.
Shit on
I'm not gonna shit on nobody.
Yeah, you shitted on black people. You shitted on motherfuckers.
I feel like I shitted on you. To your face. To your face.
Be careful shitting on me, because I feel like.
Okay, so this is the point where, okay, you invited me to your studio. We're going toe to toe. Obviously, so here's the thing. You invited him, Corey, to your studio. Now, me, I'm the type of person, I don't believe in, if you're gonna be a podcast or whatever you are. But obviously, when Anton got there, he said maybe it looked like you had some goons in the room, okay, that he thought was your security. You said, them ain't my security, them my people. So Corey was already on a particular type of time, because Corey feels like Anton panders to white folk. Anton feels like Corey panders to black folks. Let's get into it.
You talking shit again.
I'm not talking shit. I'm telling you.
Careful.
I'm telling you.
You shitted on me to my face, but that shit will lead to some danger.
Will we please stop the
trust me,
the tough talk? I got security. You got security.
Homie, I ain't got security. Them my people.
Cool. Them your
You gotta hire a motherfucker to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna have to hire somebody.
You better.
100%.
How you be talking?
Corey, stop talking tough. Stop talking.
Homie,
tough.
you
just said that.
I'm not talking tough. I'm talking to you straight up.
Why are you so?
You said you disrespected me in my face, and then you act like it was all good.
I disrespected you to your face. So I'm confirming what you said. You felt disrespected. So I am telling you that I disrespected you if that's the way you felt. Is that not what you said? You said that I.
Now you can't listen. Anton didn't back down. Confused the fuck out of him.
Your mouth. And so I apologized when you said that you felt disrespected.
No. The reason you said you disrespected me in my face
because you don't accept the apology because you still
talk about everybody else except yourself and white men.
I'm telling you what I said. You felt offended by it, so I apologize. All I'm doing is rehashing a conversation that happened. Why are you so easily offended?
You still talk about me? It sounds like I'm arguing
because I'm right. See,
I'll be around bitches and they tell me about myself all the time. Be gone.
No.
That shit don't hurt no feelings.
So now this is where the insults come in. Watch it. And this is why I say you a bitch ass nigger, Corey Holcom. You see, people will do a pressure test on you, a pulse check. You got them on your territory. And then you proceed to tell them, be careful, be careful. Be careful for what, nigga? I'm in an interview. You asked me to come. Why, as a man, do I got to be careful about my truth when I'm interviewing on the pod? Be careful because you offended me. Okay, cool. I offended you. I said it to your face. Wait a minute. Don't say it. No, you said I offended you. Then I offended you. He couldn't go anywhere from there. So then Corey called him a bitch. You got to listen. Anton stands up as if he wants to leave the interview. Let's continue.
It's probably better this way.
Because I just proved my point.
Be down.
You're
you proved the point.
You're hypocritical.
Homie, just gone, man. Just gone, man. You gone.
I'm not the jet.
You done did this before. Get your bitch ass the Hey, homie.
All right, I'm out.
Get your bitch ass the fuck on. And walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch, nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch.
You proved my point.
I got shit to do.
You're right.
Don't bring bitches up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on. Remember I told you that. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Don't ask her to be on my show, nigga. Can she be on the show? I don't know that bitch, nigga. Now get your whole ass the fuck on and pay for your pussy like you got to. Cake ass nigga. And go get you a bodyguard because the nigga be done slap the shit out your bitch ass.
Well, you had opportunity, space, and time to do it because you was in his face, just like you was in that woman's face. And nigga, you didn't swing. You didn't swing. You didn't do not one thing. because this was the end of the interview. But before they got to this point, it was really heated and they were really literally close enough to kiss. And I'm trying to find the clip real quick. They were close enough to kiss, and he had every opportunity to knock Anton Daniels the F out, and you didn't do it. Send me the clip of him and the woman. Let me see if I got it. But when you was in that woman's face, you swung. You swung. You swung on a woman. Here we go. I got it. Give me 1 second. It was a lot of talk. Get out of here. The man had enough. You gave him enough time to leave. But with the woman, not so much.
Christina, you went to the police back when this happened, filed a police report. It went nowhere. What are you going to do now that there is a video that seems to support at least the fact that you were punched by Corey?
It is hard even seeing that right now, seeing that playback and having to relive all of this all over again.
Punched that lady in her face with his fist.
But it's like almost like what?
I mean, what I'm asking is, are you going to pursue legal action again? The cops felt it was like a stalemate when it happened because they had no video. Now they got video. So I'm wondering, are you over it, or are you going to pursue this in court?
You saw him knock the fuck out of that lady? But when he had the opportunity to do it to a man, he sat down. Girl, just press charges and stop all that crying.
What's the difficult? What's making this so difficult, Christina, to go forward with it?
I feel like Corey's like threatened or tried to silence me, or like where it's like I've been in fear for my life, literally. Not able to leave the house sometimes, and so
Ma'am, press charges, send his ass to jail. Expeditiously. Hold on.
We talk about how Corey Holcom done punched this lady in the face and lied and said he did. This is Christina Payne, comedian right here. She's kind of going off in the street. She's far away from Corey, as you can see. He walks up on her and boom, punches her in the face.
Walked up on her and punched her smack dab in the freaking face. But sat in front of Anton Daniels and wouldn't bust a grape. Let's continue.
Her husband then goes, which kind of made me mad that her husband can't fight, but whatever. He's still defending his wife. Now you see comedian, I believe, Trina talking to Christina in the street. Now this is what bothers me. I keep the same energy. Corey Holcom is almost 60 years old. He's 57. We don't have grown men no more. The young boys don't have nobody to look up to when the grown men act like children. Corey Holcom's behavior is that of a child, but society don't even. I'm the only one who'll be like, why are these grown men acting like children? Because this is just what y'all accept. Corey went on his show right after the situation to talk about it with Trina, the woman who was seen arguing with Christina at the end of the video. Look at this.
Trina is a talented comedian, and the awful bitch wants to drag Trina into
Corey Holcom is being accused of being a woman beater and didn't beat her.
So you and Craig,
all her teeth, and
I
he's
appreciate y'all. But I have to protect myself.
And he did. And look at I'm sorry, I will never say that. Look at these hoes sitting there capping for him. He punched her dead in her jaw. And these women are sitting here. Listen, some of y'all hate each other bad. Y'all be scared of these men. Some of these women are the biggest offenders and will watch you get violated by a man and plead to swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So help them God that he never touched you.
With the truth.
Like, how you hit her and she still got all her teeth? You ain't even bust a blood vessel.
Hey, I told you that it's going to try to drag you down because you didn't do what women are expected to do by the soft women. See, women that ain't on expect all women to jump on the side of a woman, even if the woman is foul.
They fake.
She was supposed to cancel this hoe.
Be prepared to get knocked down.
This is why you never really see.
He walked up on her. She went in his face. Let me play the clip. He walked
We
up
talk
on
about
her.
how Corey Holcom.
I turned the sound down. That's her. He leaves his position, walks up on her, get in her face, and pow. Watch this. Pow. Knocked her out. But when it came time for him to have the same
We
energy,
don't get there because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating.
But when it came time to have the same energy, sorry, Siri, when it came time for him to have the same energy with a man, he was nowhere to be found.
And joining in on the core.
No, I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that. We say that. But here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for?
No. You out here cracking jaws. I think he should come after black men like you. You out here cracking jaws.
In this country as the downfall
I'm an
of
equal
it.
accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men since you've been up here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you taking
you don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You too busy.
My capacity
Because if that's the case,
that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you said something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male?
He ain't saying shit. Anton is dog walking you intellectually, and he ain't even amped up a lot. He just using your words against you, telling you to slow down. You loud, but you're not making sense.
Do to America to bring it down.
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it.
No,
and
I'm
that's
not.
why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of
What you gonna do? Crack his jaw?
nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Look, it took Corey a minute to process. We can go toe for toe. You insulted me. You started off calling me a B. You told me I kissed the ass of white people. I told you that you engage with the penises of black people. It's a delayed. He had a very delayed response.
Nah,
See, ain't
homie,
nobody
let me
gonna
tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
Ain't nobody
suck
gonna
dick.
tell you yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck
Yeah,
dick.
you do.
So fix that.
He said, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Doing it right now.
I don't suck
You
dick,
doing
homie.
you doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't
Believe me
do
when I
that.
tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's
energy
switch
you give me.
Let's switch seats.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do no.
All right, here we go. Got a little action. Now he's getting up in his face. Corey's getting up in Anton's face like he got in that woman's face. Let's see him knock him out.
I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none of
Well,
this
I
shit
tell you
right
what.
now.
Watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You say a
homie.
lot of shit
Okay, maybe he's gonna swing in just a second.
that I don't fuck with either. You think I
Okay,
give a
but
fuck about what
that
you talking
that
about,
gay
nigga?
shit. Oh, you
I
go.
don't give a fuck about what you talking
Hey,
about.
homie,
Okay, maybe this is where it's coming in, where he's about to have that same energy that his bitch ass be having with women. Wait a minute, here we go.
tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put
You
no
switching
dick
seats
sucking
don't mean
shit.
shit to me.
Don't put no
I'm
dick
from
sucking
Detroit,
shit
nigga.
on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say
right
I
now.
suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute, this might be the point. Maybe I missed it.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No.
I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But you're
We
not
good.
bossing up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already. I don't do
Nigga,
dick
we can put
sucking
the
shit.
microphone right down,
Yo.
right now, and go out back. I don't give a fuck about that.
Okay, Anton, so we can go out back. Come with me. Walk up on me like you punched that lady in her face. Let's go. for sure Corey's gonna get up.
Sure. Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth.
You running your mouth. I don't do
You
no
doing
dick
this shit for the
sucking
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to, but
You mean to tell me he didn't go out back? Wow. Watch this. And then came back a few days after the podcast and did this, which is why hence I call him a bitch ass nigga. Here we go.
You ugly ass boy. You brag on having no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture?
Wait a minute. 57 years old. 2 years ago, bust a woman in her face. You had an opportunity to square up with a man. You bowed out, raised the red flag. And now you're asking, do you have a picture of his daughter a few days later? Let's see how this plays out.
His daughter? That nigga got a picture. This motherfucker brag on not having no children out of wedlock. What happened to you? It crashed. That's the broad. Y'all can get the broad off. That's his daughter. This man said he ain't got no children out of wedlock. Nigga.
That's Cool daughter.
That's who?
Not Cool Mo D, Cool Mo daughter.
That's the air up there, nigga. Look, nigga, let me tell you something.
He went and found and dug up a picture of this man's daughter, who's a junior Olympian. Black kid, travels all around the world earning whatever, medals for whatever sport she's in, right? And plasters her on the internet. And listen to what he says after this. Only me one kind. Thank you for the 20-piece and a pepper. She says, allegedly, Christina rejected Corey 12 years ago when he tried to sleep with her after offering her a job. He was married at the time and she rejected him. And then he came back and punched her in the face. Wow. Why you got all this energy from women, including teenage girls? No, I can't cover her face. It's already out all over the internet. Y'all, once it's out there, it's out there. Like this is, I'm pulling this, it's out there. I can't cover her face. It's all over. So it's okay. He went and pulled, it's all over his podcast, a picture of this girl, put it up here and listen to what he says.
Don't make no more kids, nigga. That bitch gonna be buying pussy like you after a while.
Why is that? Why is this dreadhead, spaghetti head ass nigga laughing? What's so funny about attacking a 17-year-old girl? And not only that, you are insinuating something about her sexuality, an innocent child. You 57, you couldn't fight a man? So you feel like something more of your speed would be a 17-year-old, a 16-year-old girl?
If you don't know, nigga, don't ever brag on no motherfucking what you ain't got. Don't nobody want no kids with you, nigga. Don't nobody want no kids with you. Your prime years, you was a scammer, nigga. You was doing scams. Now that you older and found a way to manipulate, get dude off the screen. Get dude.
That's a sad piece
off the screen, man.
Of a man.
Who the fuck is-
Let me tell you why. Men like this may have kids, but they don't like their kids. They don't love their kids. The only type of piece of shit that will put your kid up is motherfuckers that don't have connection with theirs. This is a bitch ass nigga. This is a real bitch ass nigga in real life. A 50-year-old bitch ass nigga. This is a nigga that women have slept with and made kids with, and then you be wondering why he won't come see his kid. This nigga don't give a damn about no kids. This is the prototype for a bitch ass nigga. When you can take an innocent child and put them on a screen and start to bully and tease and make fun of them, this kid don't know you. This little girl can't do shit with you. You're a grown man. You know, she's no match for you. You had a chance to pick on somebody your own size and you folded. You folded. You folded, but every time you get a chance and a go at another woman, either you cracking jaws or you cracking jokes. You was with her daddy, toe to toe, and wouldn't go outside. That's all I'm saying. And then y'all be wondering why this type that you have babies with. Well, these are who y'all choosing. Not all of you, but some of y'all. No respect. And you know who's equally diabolical? Lil Ugly here in the studio that's laughing.
What is that, nigga? This motherfucker cat.
Imagine your job as a black man is to be blackface and laugh at corny shit for $15 an hour.
I'm the captain now. Look at it. Hey, look. Let me tell you something. Don't make no more daughters, dog. You got to make it where your shit come out with a boy so he can make excuses for him. But you ain't got no kids out of wedlock because ain't no bitches fucking with you. He was on the internet bragging, I always got a bad bitch with me. No, you pay a bitch to be with you, nigga.
And if he did, what does that have to do with his daughter?
You ain't no nigga who got bitches. You buy bitches like the little bitch you had with you, goddammit, who motherfucking made that story sound like she wanted to sound. I got to town Tuesday. Did you get to town Tuesday? Or was you in Vegas with him? I don't know. Did you get to town Tuesday, really? So you let that man lie to you, bring you up here, talking about
why you dick watching? Excuse my language. Why you worried about what he doing? You let his wife run that play.
You on the show, and you ain't mad at that nigga? I seen you on that show when he said something about the ugly ass boy.
Yeah, that's it. You could never. If I were y'all, I would never purchase another ticket from him. I wouldn't listen to his podcast if I were y'all. I'd never heard of him until recently. But since you like to beat on women and pick on little girls, I wouldn't give him no views. That's all I'm saying. Because you have the opportunity to go toe to toe with a man, and you couldn't. You went limp. You went limp on site. You couldn't perform. You made all kind of excuses, but at the end of the day, you went up to par. But you locked and loaded and ready when it comes to women. And with that being said, child, let us move on to Clarissa and in this. So listen, Clarissa don't give a damn. Recently, Clarissa was accused of calling into a radio show pretending to be a viewer. Hold on. Let's take a look. Give me 1 second.
Her life has been documented since. Yeah, you on these lives talking about Clarissa Shields?
Yeah. Mute your TV for me. Go ahead. I saw I missed your call.
It's muted.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm sitting up here listening to this live, and I see so much misinformation.
Okay, well, go ahead. Go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead. I want to hear you. I want to hear you.
Lying, saying that this woman owes tax money. Why are y'all lying, saying that her image is ruined?
Well, hold on. Correct that then, because there's a lady who put out some tax records today on her site, and we were all like.
Now, first of all, this is clearly Clarissa Shields calling in, but she's speaking about herself in the third person.
Where'd that come from? Like Clarissa Shields owes money based on the document she provided. So clear that up for us, because I'm glad.
Y'all believe anything bad about Clarissa Shields. Nobody's doing any fact checks. You guys are running behind Tasha K and Lakeisha Dean believing anything bad said about. Yeah, you on these lives talking about Clarissa.
Okay, so this is where the slip up, I do believe, this is where we're about to get into the slip up.
She was 15 years old.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm going to let you talk because I'm not rude. And I'm not saying you're being rude. Now, I don't watch Tasha K. I don't even know who the other person is. But the ladies in the chat, they definitely know who they are. So just to let you know. So, but go ahead. I want to hear from you because I'm glad somebody who has a different opinion is calling in. But so you saying the tax stuff isn't true?
Different opinion. It's not about different. Her life has been documented since she was 15 years old.
Well, hold on a second.
So eventually, when Clarissa calls in to this podcast, she slips up and she starts talking in the first person and referring to herself as I. So the streets caught up with her after this, because at this point, nobody, but until you know, you don't know. So she was finally asked on record, and here was her response.
Thank you. I just have one follow-up question. It's a hot topic. We got to know. Clarissa, was that you on the call on that show? People are saying you called into a show and it sounded like you. What are your thoughts on that?
If I did, so what?
Exactly. Which is a good answer.
Hell yeah. This girl basically admitted that she called into a show, pretended to be a viewer and a fan of Clarissa Shields. The entire time it was Clarissa Shields. Let me run it by you again. You heard her.
Thank you. I just have one follow-up question. It's a hot topic. We got to know. Clarissa, was that you on the call on that show? People are saying you called into a show and it sounded like you. What are your thoughts on that?
If I did, so what?
Exactly.
Girl, that is creepy. That is creepy. Wait a minute. So now folks are starting to notice a very, very what's the word? Now obvious switch in Papoose's behavior. They're saying Papoose want out the relationship. He don't want to be on camera with her no more. People, the streets is talking that Papoose is gonna get through this February 22nd fight, and he out of here. They're saying it was so, they feel like this was a breaking point for him. People were all in the chat saying, Papoose, now you know that's a damn shame. You fucking with somebody that's clearly has a disability. And they feel like, listen, not me, they feel like Papoose is now starting to realize the gravity of the situation, because Clarissa was in the gym tonight. Anybody can get it today. Everybody can get it today. After Remy Ma dropped a video. But before, okay, let me show you the video. We're going to do the Remy Ma video. And then we're going to show Papoose. Y'all, Papoose was on camera with Clarissa Shields after she pulled this stunt and refused to answer her when she was asking him a direct question online. Hold on. Here we go. So then Remy Ma post this video and got Clarissa riled up. And after Remy posted this video, that's when people said they think Papoose want to go back home.
Best thing. I could not imagine. I could not fathom like having a job that I hated. Like I know so many people that go through that. That's just like, it's just not right. I mean, it makes everything in your life. You know what I mean? Like I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. Like I'm gonna say, let me let y'all listen. Let me let y'all in on what I be driving to when I'm in this mood. Hold on. Also, I woke up this morning. I got no makeup, no nothing. My husband's like, you know what? You're really pretty. So I'm like, what?
Remy wrong as hell. Shots fired.
Typical Bronx chick, right? But he like, nah, like you need to work on your attitude. So I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean work on my attitude? He's like, your attitude blocks your beauty. He's like, when you're being mean and nasty and your attitude is how your attitude is, it's like a brick wall. But when you being nice, it's like a brick wall is removed and I can see all your beauty. Like, bruh, all you have to do is say I look cute today. Like, you didn't have to do all that. You didn't have to make this whole philosophy, okay? Say I look cute this morning. Just say I'm glowing this morning, okay? I scrub my face, nice and shiny, it's clean. Just say that, all right? Hold on, wait.
So Remy drops this old video. Listen, after Clarissa called up there in a remedial state of mind, pretending to be somebody else, a fan of herself. Watch this. Remy knows exactly what she's doing. So let me tell you something about fucking with other people's husband, because I don't know if y'all be like, yes, God, yes, go get your man. Papoose upstairs. First of all, that's not your man. That's a married man. I don't care how you sucking and ducking, clucking and bucking and all of that. Until he's not, that is a married man. Period. Until she's not, Remy is a married woman. Period. Remy sent out an SOS by posting this old video, and Papoose responded. What you mean he responded? That's why you don't fuck with people that's still married, even when they're separated, because there is a connection that cannot be matched. I don't care what kind of story they give you about their spouse. They have a connection, especially when they've been together for years, and they automatically pick up on it. Let's take a look. So he responded naturally. Watch.
Get a few things straight on here. Stop saying Pap is my manager, because he's not. Let's start there. Stop that shit. I've been tired of y'all saying that. Y'all know it's a lie. It's not true. Stop saying that he got any money from me, because no, he didn't. I was going to sign a big lucrative deal no matter who I signed with, but the biggest and most lucrative deal that I signed with was Salida and Win Records, which was $8 million, and all that money came to my account. So let's get that going. Also, too, a third thing, I am so smart and so intelligent. Can't nobody try to get down on me or snake me or anything. So y'all got to stop with that. I don't even like that narrative. I wish y'all would stop. It's like y'all just believe anything that anybody say.
So listen, there's cracks in the foundation. When have you ever heard Clarissa to come up and speak about anything or clear up anything? Typically, she's so happy to be my man. Now she's like, ain't nobody gonna cheat me out of nothing. That $8 million went to my bank account. I ain't dumb. I'm not as dumb as you think I am. Watch this. Remy still sent out an all call. I don't care if a nigga leave for something that's younger, this and that. At the end of the day, when a man cleaves to a woman and they become one, they will have undeniable chemistry, even if they don't get along. So when Remy dropped that video and I say Papoose responded, hold on. This is what I mean.
Let's talk about that. This joke, or I don't know, y'all think it's supposed to be sarcasm, but like I said it, so you can't trouble me with something that I said. So I keep saying that Pap upstairs, and I don't know if that's insinuating that he's not upstairs, or that you guys think that I would just say that. I don't know. But truth of the matter being, he do be upstairs, just like right now. He's in the room.
And he was in the room. And in one of the clips on this video, she tried to turn the camera towards him. He had his head down. She asked him a question. He wouldn't answer. Oh, now he don't want to play no more. Listen, I said, oh, shit. Pap is done. It ain't fun no more. I want to go home. Let me out this attic. I'm scared. Mommy. She said she can whoop me, Mommy.
So I don't know what y'all mean by that, but he'd be like, we got listening together all the time. And sometimes when we're not together, he's handling business, which we all have business to handle. But I don't know. It's like, that's not something I find offensive. But let me know. Hold on. Wait a minute now. Let me know if some of y'all are trying to be offensive when you say it so I know how to respond, even in person.
So if you listen to the background, Papoose is done. He's in the house. You can hear him moving about, but he wants no parts of being in her lives. Papoose started to slowly separate himself from her outside of business since December when he spent time with Remy and his kids. Y'all, I wouldn't be shocked if they did a little something.
Because I laugh it off. I think it's funny. Let's talk about that.
He ain't been the same towards Clarissa since he spent Christmas. And y'all know, y'all men in the chat know I ain't lying. He ain't been the same. They saying he want out.
That people take what I say and repeat it. Like they are huge fans of me, which I appreciate. But if you're doing it to try to be like, oh, like trying to be funny or trying to troll me, let me know. Let me know. Because either way, it's cool. But just know that when you, especially for in person, if you say that and you're trying to be like funny, I'm definitely going to put you in your place. For sure. But if you're trying to be like, you know, that's it.
Oh, okay. Let me be quiet. Let's continue.
That's all.
Let me continue.
Here, the Papoose is upstairs. Shut up. Yeah, he upstairs. So I'm gonna make his plate real quick. I'm gonna take it to him upstairs. I'll make his plate first. Yeah, go ahead. Let you get my good. Yeah, he upstairs. Show y'all how she make her man plate. Yeah, she Was that rice good? It was. I feel like Papoose he don't eat a whole lot, but I'm putting some rice on him because I thought he hadn't ate none today. But come on, I can't. I mean, I guess I'll grab it. How do you do this? Let me flip the camera. That ass is full. I love these skins. I'm gonna go to the store and some more.
I think she's looking for Papoose.
This big one call me broke. Stop, bro. Like they can't still hear me. I am cracking up. Bookie.
Look, this man stay hiding upstairs. Ladies, that is detachment 101. I'm here every night. I come home. He home. He ain't going nowhere. He's upstairs hiding in the fucking basement, being as quiet as he can. You literally had to walk 3 miles to get to him.
Upstairs. Here. You still with Pap? Yeah, he upstairs.
Why y'all always separate in the house?
He's upstairs.
Now, Pap, now he want to go home. The word on the curb is that Papoose wants to go home, and that he's hanging on by a thread, and he can barely take it anymore. He can barely take it anymore. That's what they're saying. They're saying he can't even do it. He's barely hanging in there. He needs her to finish this fight so he can get on. Let me ask y'all. After February 22nd. Well, first of all, let me back up. Use your grown folks' common sense. This is a real question for everybody that's tuned in. And I need everybody coming out the bushes. Go on and get your phone ready. It's going to be a yes or no. Use your grown folk common sense. Fuck what they talking about on the internet. Forget the wolf tickets that people try to sell to us. When Papoose spent Christmas, which is him, Remy, and the child. Think about Christmas the Mariah Carey song is playing. Remy cooking up some good food. You know, it's warm in the house, fuzzy slippers, the baby's running around. You know the cocktails are flowing. Remy probably making some gumbo, some fried catfish, papoose. Niggas know what it's like to be back home, whether it's a strained relationship or not. Do you feel like they made love? Do you feel like in that one instance, even though she the wife, Remy said, let me play side chick just for a second. And let's get it on. Let me let this young hoe know that, baby, you could never. And anytime I want it, I can. And I will. And ever since then, could that be why Pap's demeanor has changed towards Clarissa outside of business? Not as warm. Because they say, see, some men get conflicted. You say, but he been acting distant. What is it? Well, he's still here. But now he really upstairs. Won't even come down to eat, Pastor. I got to take the bowl upstairs to make him eat. Could it be? Okay, Tasha said, nah, they ain't do nothing. They together all day. They are a husband and a wife. You don't think he slapped her on the behind? You really think Remy let him come in the house and says, sit in the lazy chair and don't get up? You don't think he made a pass at her? What a minute. Johnny Lee said yes. That's all I'm asking. Does Papoose want to go home? Does he want out? And watch this, watch this. Some of y'all say, well, Remy don't want him. Well, we ain't seen Remy with that boy no more. Have y'all? Have y'all seen Remy with the old boy anymore? I thought she did too. But ever since, watch this. You know Papoose is attracted to successful women. So recently, Remy just rolled out what? The Remy Network. That'll be enough to make a dog want to go home. That'll be enough to make a dog want to go home.
What the dog doing?
Remy told you, Papoose, listen, I think it's a perfect recipe. She got the Remy Network. She really, they say he cheated, she cheated. Okay, that's the perfect recipe to bring them back together. Typically, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be like, nah, I don't get back together when people start all that cheating, especially when it's one-sided. Especially when it's one-sided. You be like, nah, that's gonna be hell to pay. It ain't even worth it. But when they both cheated and everybody got their lick back, listen, I wouldn't mind a good old family reunion. I wouldn't mind a good old family reunion. But here's the problem. Clarissa gonna be some ass.
I don't want to talk about it.
You just said I'm gonna talk about
Kill it. I get angry. I don't want to.
That's gonna be different. Clarissa ain't never had this much attention from a man, even though it's dysfunctional in her life. So you're not walking up out of that house without getting knotted up. Period. Miss Betty, thank you for the 5-piece. She said, yes, indeed. I know they did. Because it makes it, a lot of y'all get excited and turned on from affairs because it ain't what you're supposed to be doing. It's hot, it's heavy, it's smoky. It's the sneaky glances across the room. Ask Evelyn, how she was looking at the game, right? Crossed up, talking about we're a family now. Whole time titties all up on your son-in-law. Just weirdo behavior, right? Looking across the room, slide in the kitchen. Oh, excuse me. Brush your booty against him, whatever. You don't think it was hot and heavy over there? Remy smiling, unbothered, feel like she took her power back. Bitch, that's my nigga. What Jocelyn say on that reunion? Get your hands off my nigga. Yeah, I think Remy on that type of on that type of time. On that type of time. I think Remy was talking real nasty to Papoose. Saying what? You gonna tell her what? All that good stuff. And it's just a matter of time. Come February 22nd. I could be wrong, but I just may be right. Those are my thoughts. That's it. That's all. So for the last 10 minutes, if anybody got something to say, Evelyn, Papoose, Remy, Corey Holcom, bitch ass, click the link. Clarissa, please. I don't think that man wants you, and I ain't even trying to clown you like that, to be honest with you. I ain't even trying to clown her like that, but I do know you not finna walk up out that house without her fighting you. She felt some kind of way when Remy posted that. She said everybody can get it. And I believe her. She said she can whoop you, Papoose. I believe her. I think you're going to have to fight your way up out of there like Fight Club. I do. You're going to have to fight your way up out of there. You may as well go ahead and get in shape now. Hire a trainer now. Get your weight up now. Tell Remy to install the security cameras now. February 22nd. March, April, May. I wouldn't be shocked. And Remy are back together. February, look, I had an old English teacher. She couldn't say February. No, she wouldn't. She was math. Her name was Miss Cross. She couldn't say February, so she said February. The fight is February 22nd. Let's count 90 days. March, April, May. I wouldn't be shocked if Papoose goes home by May 22nd. Coco, welcome. What are your thoughts?
Hello, Queen. Hello, Palace, and hello, wonderful mods. I just wanted to say that when did we stop defending children? I did not like what I saw on that clip. I don't know his name because I'm not familiar with who he is, but I was so surprised that neither one of the guests, I don't know if those were guests or the other podcast hosts, that just sat there and said absolutely nothing when this man brought that baby up and proceeded to disrespect her. I didn't like that. And they said nothing. And I'm just thinking to myself, when did we stop standing up for kids? When was this because they're making money off of this thing? What's going on? And that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I just didn't like that. It really made my stomach turn. Thank you so much, Queen.
No, you're welcome. Hold on. Don't jump down real quick. Hold on. I agree with you. And I always say when you got your own, you ain't got to get in line. See, I'd rather have a spine than none. And as the woman sat there, I know she didn't like it, but her spine ain't erect enough to say, hold on now. That's a girl. And eventually she'll become a woman. And I can't really relate to this. And here's the thing, it's your podcast and I work for you. You know what I could have respected? But for this part of the segment, I'm going to go out. Not trying to be disrespectful, but I don't agree with it. I don't condone it. That would have been player coming from a woman. I don't expect nothing from niggas. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about bitch ass niggas. I don't expect them to do right. But a man, I do. A woman, I do. So I'm going to ride with you on this, Coco.
Yes. And if you go back and look at her body language, you can clearly see she's uncomfortable. She is so uncomfortable, but she sat through it. Even if she said nothing, she just got up, we would have known what she got up for. She just sat through it, sat through the uncomfortableness, did nothing. And it makes me wonder, when did we start just dealing with that sort of stuff and not standing up, not saying anything, not doing anything, just rolling with it? It disturbs me, Thank you.
Absolutely. And that's Coco, everybody. Thank you for coming up, Coco. I love it. I'm going to ride with Coco on that. Listen, don't play. Listen, I feel like if you're going to play with anybody else's kid, you're going to play with mine. Now, here's the question. Are kids off limits? Listen to me very carefully before you respond to what I say, to those of you in the chat. Are kids off limits? No, they're not. Should they be? Yes, they should be. Y'all get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? No, they're not to some people. But should they be? Yes, they should be. But unfortunately, we live in a world where they're not off limits anymore. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. I'm glad you came up here because now you're jogging my memory on some of my mental notes that I made. Anton, let me say this because Anton did a video and he said, wait a minute. I thought kids were off limits. I thought kids were off limits. Remember that. If you're a parent and you choose to engage in an online beef, they should be, but they're not. That's it. They should be, but they're not. Go ahead.
I just want to say, are they not, or ask rather, are they not because we stopped holding each other accountable? Or is it just because it is what it is, you know?
I think we're some of the most demonic people. I think we're very volatile in spirit. Not all of us, but most of us. I'm going to go there. A lot of us can't compete intellectually. So we're going to go low. I'm going to tear you apart. I'm going to say what I'm going to do to you what would trigger me. I'm going to talk about your motherfucking kids because I knew if you talked about mine, I would go ape shit. I would lose my mind. I'm going to talk about your kids. I'm going to try to hurt you deep. But see, you can't hurt nobody deep that has a really good, deep connection with their kids, that's proud of their kids. Anton didn't lose his shit like Corey thought he would. I was shocked. So people go after kids because they low like that. But if more people started holding them accountable, I think you hold people accountable with less words and more action. We talk a lot as Black folks, but we don't do shit. We one of the most talkative demographics, but we ain't got no power behind standing on business. We'll talk. Now we're going to talk about some stuff and we're going to social media it to death behind a screen. We are keyboard thugs. But outside of that, that's it.
That's it, unfortunately. I hope that this conversation we're having, maybe we can make, you know, or encourage people to do it differently from here on out, because saw there was unacceptable. And the amount of discomfort in that woman, for her to sit through that makes you wonder, like, how do you sit through that discomfort like that? How do you get comfortable in that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're not even supposed. See, that's what women don't really understand. That you're very powerful. You ain't got to sit through shit. I'll take your damn job. Somebody gonna be hiring, or I can go start my own. You see the people like Angela Yee's that have sat through things, and then they come out and tell their story. But at the end of the day, being a woman is not a disability. They don't ask you, do you have a disability? Please check it off. Woman is not an option, but a lot of women lean into being a woman as being disabled. They don't say that, but they act, well, I can't even do anything because I fell in. Listen, you can't ask for equal pay in one breath and say we're capable in one breath and refuse to exercise your choice of freedom in the other. Does you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good commentary. Thank you, Coco.
Thank you so much. I'm going to drop down. Everybody have a good night.
All right. Now, y'all, I want to play one last clip and we out of here. Let me drop Coco down. Let me see if I can find it. Kevin Moore says, talking about one's children is like doing something horrible to family members. That mindset, if I can't hurt you, I'll take it out. I'll take your family down, and that will hurt you. Trying anyway to get back. Oh, yeah. What? Is that recent? She said, did you play the video of Anton Daniels, his wife calling him crazy? A recent video? I don't have it. Why would I play it? Send it to me. Is it recent? What? I ain't even know nothing about it. So his wife recently came out and called him crazy. And even if she did, watch this. Shirley. Shirley. Watch this, Miss Shirley. Even if she did, you don't have to stay. If you're married to crazy, you can go. Being a woman doesn't keep you obligated. So if you're married to crazy, my recommendation is to get out. See, being married to crazy is one thing because y'all two both consenting. Oh, you don't know if it's recent because y'all are both two consenting adults. We talking about a bitch ass nigga that hit a woman in the jaw and that attacked a teenage girl. Two separate things. See, if y'all want to get crazy in y'all house and get the flipping and throwing furniture and cursing each other out, that's on y'all. That's your house. But what we talking about is Corey Holcom had the opportunity to square up with a dude and he chose not to. He opted out. He opted out of that program. He said, I don't qualify because the requirements are I gotta be a man to go against a man. So you know what? I don't qualify. But I tell you what, I can fight a woman. I can go after a little girl. That's not the same as your husband being crazy and you choose to stay. That's not a crime. That's not lowbrow. If you like it, I love it. Oh, I know what I want to say. Here's the thing, Anton. You can't go without a lashing. I think you got your karma. Because as much as you don't, and you say it's wrong for him to attack your daughter, you've attacked a lot of people's daughters over the years. You've attacked a lot of women and girls and that are somebody's daughters during your, what do y'all call it? Demon phase. And you met a nigga, a bitch ass nigga that was on the same type of time that you was on a couple of years ago. So when you sit back and it hurts you like that, and you're a Christian, you gotta say, damn, karma doesn't necessarily come in the same fucking package that I drop it off in. This nigga's coming from my daughter. And then you go back and you watch those clips of those women that you annihilated verbally, that you attacked verbally, that y'all lured on those shows and they thought they were coming to a podcast only to be walking into the devil's den. And you would lick up your claws and you niggas would sit there on these podcasts and set them up to knock them down. Thursday after Thursday, Sunday after Sunday. That's how you made that money. Listen, let's talk. I'm talking to you real. Because I don't think anybody else is grown enough, or woman enough, or man enough to say it to you. And you would set them bitches up like y'all called them bitches. You would set them up to knock them down. Because you felt like they was too old, too black, too fat, too this, too that, and they had hit a wall and they were not worthy. And you weren't interested in them. And you put on a show. Lights, camera, action. So the same money, hold on, because I'm going to keep it real, that you brag about utilizing to push your daughter to the forefront, and I'm glad you did. And it's a wonderful representation of fatherhood, but it came with a price because you put your mouth on other people's kids, other people's female family members who did not expect to get the treatment that they got from you. The same way you didn't expect for your daughter to get the treatment that she's getting from Corey. Corey is still a bitch ass nigga, but so were you when you did that to other women. Now, Anton has never been disrespectful to me. We've gone around and around and around. We used to debate each other and this and this. He's never called me out of my name. You know, I understood the assignment and so did he. But some of the other women were not so lucky. So if you are that nigga that you say you are, Anton, and listen to me, and I'm talking real to you. And when Coco just came up here and she said, Queen Sheba, what can make somebody sit in that chair and take that type of shit? Somebody that ain't got their own shit. And I got my own. And I'm not a millionaire, but I'm happy with my Ponderosa. I'm happy with my little Audi. I'm happy, child, with my little microwave popcorn, my house shoes, my 3 dogs, or whatever I got. I'm happy with it. I don't fantasize about getting shit that don't belong to me. So I can sit on this motherfucker all day and tell you, when you go to sleep, it may not be tonight or tomorrow night, but when you go to sleep and you say, now, why would he go that low? It's because you went that low. You went that low. And it does not come in the same package that you drop it off in. That's all I got to say. So you set it up to play out the way it did. There were no rules when these women would sit in front of you. Now, I was sharp enough and smart enough not to feed into it. Everybody else not so lucky. But when you could have given grace, you didn't. All you got to do is go back and play your clips and look at it from a psychological and a behavioral traits of the Black experience and say, damn, I was a bitch ass nigga. Damn, I showed no mercy. And that's why you meet and run into the likes of the Corey Holcoms, who will inflict the same diabolical behavior on your female offspring. And he don't give a fuck about her age. He don't give a fuck who her daddy is. Just like you did. Now, I don't know you to have gone against a child or a teenager, but I'm just telling you the universal laws are it doesn't come in the same package that you drop it off in. There are some people that may have left your show and you did a number on their self-esteem, like Corey has done a number on your child's self-esteem. It's not right, but it's fair in war. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Now, that's how you tell the real truth. And you come out and you say, listen, I would do it. I ain't cut from that cloth. I ain't that low, but it's some niggas out there that are. It's some women out there that are. And this just may be your payback. And it's not fair. But you got to think about the times that your venom tore down somebody else's daughter. See, you don't know. Anton said, we had to pull my daughter out of school. We're worried about her mental health. But you've done the same to other females. And no, they may not have been 17, but it hurts the same. That's all I'm saying. And I would say that to you. If you click the link, I would say it to you. And if you understand that we war not against flesh and blood, but of principalities, the rulers of darkness and light, did you understand what I'm saying? It's nothing to argue because the word is the word. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. And you're a Christian man. So you get it. And if you don't, just refer to the word. Keep referring to the word. Keep referring to the word. And that'll keep you up to par. That'll keep you on task. That'll keep you up to par moving forward. And that'll keep you watching your mouth. And I think he's gotten away from that. I don't know. I ain't been over there in a while. Anton came over here a couple of weeks ago, was very kind and generous, still strong. And I like a strong argument. But don't ever think that the sins of the father will not touch their children. Yes, she's innocent. But you're not. That's why they say, ooh, child, when you have kids. Ooh, you know how the old folks say, where he get that height from? Child, he must have reached back. You see how that shit will reach back or reach forward? And you be like, well, they didn't get it from me. Corey didn't come from me. He reached forward to the next generation. That's how you knew. And you know that you was in front of a real demon. Corey's a real demon. And he caught you slipping. If you are a Christian, if you're a real Christian, you should have never been in there. Because we are to be in the world and not of it. Why would you go sit in front of a demon and expect to win on his territory? He let you have that. He gave you the battle, but he won the war because he impacted your household on a psychological level that only you can hope and pray. Because at the end of your life, you say, pray for me and my family. See, that's devil's work. That's what that demon did. But guess what? You know how the old folks say, who in the hell left the gate open? Daddy. Daddy. You left the gate open. You let him in. You went up there. He enticed you with attention. The attention was, come on my podcast. You wanted to out-philosophize him, out-learn him, out-school him. It was your opportunity to give him your ass to kiss. You sat in front of a demon that says, I'll go after your child. You didn't study him deep enough. He's diabolical. You should have never went up there knowing you have a daughter and a wife. That wasn't a smart move as the head of a household. And I know a lot of the red pill rhetoric is follow my lead as a man. That was a dumb move. And not because, I know you're a man and you're a man, but you're a man that's charged with providing and protecting. And you handed him your daughter on a platter. You can't whoop that because that's a state of mind. Demonic behavior is a state of mind. You can't beat that out of him. You can't invite that to go to the back. That's all I'm saying. So when you tell us to pray for your daughter, first of all, I wouldn't have went on the internet personally and asked any of the motherfuckers to pray for me. Because not everybody on your channel likes you. Because some folks will pray for your downfall. I wouldn't even solicit the prayers of everybody. Because you started off on your podcast that some of y'all used to be loyal followers. Now some of y'all are here for the mess. Then why would you turn around and ask those same people to pray for you? You're losing it. You're not thinking straight. You're not thinking straight. Why would you take a younger woman, whether you're sleeping with her or not, to the studio with you when your wife is at home being a mother? It's the principality of it, Smokey. You handed him the ammunition to load the gun. He attacked your family from all sides. And it may not be you because you're a man and you don't think and act like a woman and you don't process like one. But I want you to know that he's in your home. When you have to pull your daughter out of school, Corey Holcom is in your home psychologically. When he's looking in the camera and saying, don't bring no random bitch up here, he's in your home. He's getting all up in your wife's head, all in her head. You did that. Miss Betty, thank you for the 10-piece and a pepper. You said, Queen, this is so crazy. You call in like you are, meaning Clarissa called in the show like she was a fan. Also, Miss Betty came back and said, yes, indeed, with a 5-piece and a pepper. Yep, it happens. Y'all, we are living in some different kind of times. But Anton, you weren't being a good leader. You allowed your ego to get the best of you, and you took your ass up there on demon territory and thought you was going to win. And you won the battle, but you didn't win the war. And he attacked you. He blindsided you. He ambushed you. It was a full head-on collision. That's it. That's all I got, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. And that's real talk. And if you are who you say you are, because the Bible says, and you say you're a Christian, right? And I ain't even trying to be funny, because a lot of people are attacking you, but I'm going to hold you accountable from one to the other. The word says iron sharpens iron. And then you know the word that a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. A fool learns from his own. You was a fool to go sit in front of Corey Holcom. He not on your level. Shouldn't have been anyway. Corey wasn't happy to sit with you. It should be a pleasure. If you are who you say you are, it should be a pleasure for people to sit in front of you. It should be a pleasure. And when it stops being a pleasure, you veered off course. Coco Mochi, thank you for the 10-piece and a pepper super sticker, Queen. We appreciate your support of the channel. Listen, don't get high off your own supply ever. Ever. That's all I'm saying. All right, y'all. That's all I got. That's it. That's all.